Hey all, Heber here. So today we're taking out the Yamato, and this is probably my favorite battleship. But, you know, here in the last few days, the new tier 8 Italian battleship Lepanto has also made it to my top 3. I know it's mostly because it's different, you know, it's all about secondaries, and you get to play a battleship, but it's different from what you get to usually play, where like I'm playing like a super sniper build on this Yami here, and you know, obviously, you know, secondary builds are vastly different, like a lot more brawling oriented, and it's nice with something different. So it's good. I mean, I can play my agile cruiser, I can play my daring if I want, I can play my Yamato, and I can play my Lepanto. So that's 4 different experiences in the game now. And I don't count carriers because I never play carriers. I simply cannot see how they are fun to play, but I don't mind. I have nothing against people who like them. So I spawned in the middle here in this battle here, and it's quite a good spot. So I'm not really giving it up. I'm just gonna sit here and go back and forth pretty much the whole battle. I do get some rotten RNG though, but other than that, you know, pretty well, actually a pretty laid back battle. I mean, if I was peak playing this battle here, I think I would just be, you know, vaping every 30 seconds between reloads, just like he does. Because, you know, battleship play it's fairly chill. I mean, at least compared to agile cruiser play, where you have to be on your absolute toes every microsecond of the game. And, you know, compared to battleship play like this, yeah, it's certainly a lot more relaxed. Let's just put it like that. And that's general for battleships. I mean, it's you know, you get a salvo every 25 seconds or so, and you just make the best use of that salvo as you can. That's about it. Those 25 seconds between salvos, well, you know, you can have a snack, you can have a beer, you can vape like peak or whatever you want to do, and that's one of the reasons why sometimes battleships get a little bit tedious to play. But you know, at least you have something like Lepanto then that you can, you know, shake it up a little bit. So I said 4 playstyles before, right? But that's actually not true, because you can play a cruiser with an agile build, or, you know, a concealment / damage build, and that's also a different experience, right? So actually that's 5 different you know, ways that you can play this game and still be effective. I mean, there's plenty of other ways, but I think those are pretty much the ones where, you know, you'll actually be helping your team instead of hindering them. Because you know, agile battleships and agile destroyers, they don't really work. They only work on like high tier cruisers and only a subset of cruisers. And other than that, I mean, you just have to play cruisers the more normal concealment way, which is, it's a little too close to battleship play in my opinion, because the only thing that's different really is, you know, your reload. It's much faster if you're playing a Cleveland or something like that. But really, you know, it's pretty much the same thing, at least to me. So that's actually the main reason that I started to, you know, tinker with different builds. I tried everything, and there wasn't that many builds back in the early days, but I realized there were other commanders, you know, like Kincaid and people like that no one was using. And I started wondering, then why are they in the game? Then what's the purpose of these commanders here? And everybody calls them defensive commanders, and I was like, I don't really see anything defensive about them, but okay. So I started like leveling those commanders and putting them on cruisers, and, you know, having a bit of a go, seeing like, what can they be used for? Can they be used for anything remotely useful? And yeah, I think they can. I mean, there are many opinions on, you know, how effective agile cruisers are, but they're definitely good. Like, maybe, I don't know, I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying maybe concealment builds are better. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't really care. That's never been the goal of agile builds. Agile builds have been, for me, to have more fun in the game. Really, that's it. And they work well for me. I have no problem doing well in agile builds. So if other people have problems in agile builds, I think it's like more of a user error than something to do with you know, agile builds. So this game here is like super standoffish. I mean, I spawned at B, the middle of the map here. I don't have any cap I am, you know, supposed to take. I'll help out when the time comes, but I mean, there's still 7 enemy ships left here with almost half the battle gone. That's really unusual. So it's not like I can just push in and start going broadside to A or C. There's still too many ships around, and like some of them aren't spotted. And we also have an AFK cruiser on our team over there at A, so we need to, you know, keep that in mind as well. So a little bit of, you know, just being a little bit careful here in the beginning to see what's gonna happen. And again here I get like the worst RNG ever, and that's just the way it is. So Yamato, has anything changed? Well, not really. I mean, I've put my epic modification on the ship here, of course, because why wouldn't you if you got the steel? So well, actually not just epic, I also got my legendary mod on it. I just don't have a kill yet, so it hasn't actually lit up. But you can see how my epic mod is almost maxed already. Well, not already, we are halfway through the battle, but it's almost maxed, right? And that gives me 10% faster reload once it's maxed. Right now I have 8% faster. And I've picked the reload here because I don't think I need more range. I believe I have 19 point whatever range right now in Yamato, and that's more than I need. It's very rare, like look at this guy at 19.4. I mean, it's very rare you have to shoot at ships further than 20 kilometers, and if you do, your accuracy is going to be trash anyway, so you might as well just go for the reload. So this is a good spot, like I said in the beginning, because I usually pick this area here when I spawn at B, because you have that island there on the left side, that island right there, yes, and it protects your broadside, and you can still, you know, be effective at about 2/3 of the map, about that. So you should have, you know, at the best of times, 5 or 6 targets you can shoot at. That's plenty, and you know, once you've, you know, emptied the targets on that 2/3 of the map, you can start to come around the island and pick up the last third of the map if there's anyone left on that side. So there we got a kill, and we got the legendary mod up to the 1st level. So that means I now do 5% more damage than I normally would for the rest of this battle here, which is really nice. But I would have liked to get some kills earlier on, but like I said, very standoffish battle here, and no one's really pushing it at all. And you can see how this Montana has taken the exact same position I have. He's just a bit more unlucky than I am. And well, there really hasn't been many opportunities here, and I had some broadside cruisers, and I did get a citadel on the broadside, tier 8 Musashi there, but nothing to really, you know, make me, you know, get those nice one-shots there. But we're at 45,000 damage here, and that's pretty good. And we're down so many ships now that I think it's safe to start pushing in. So just gotta move over here towards the A-cap, because we have a destroyer over there, and it's just easier. And I mean, battleship play is just so laid back, it really is. I mean, this is also an extremely laid back battle, but in general, like I've kind of hinted at in this video here, you don't really do much, let's be honest, right? And really all you have to do in this battleship is shoot at broadsides, or cruisers, or destroyers, whatever is the best target, right? And don't show broadside. That's it. So now the destroyer is asking me, or telling me there is an Alaska over here. I knew that already, and that's why I'm moving over here, because it's time to kick him out of the cap. But it's good to, you know, answer to people who are asking you to do stuff for them. That's also why I said, yes, affirmative, I am on my way, and I know the Alaska is there, and I'm going to shoot at it. So at least now the destroyer can, you know, plan his next move, because he knows what I'm going to do. And of course, if you had microphone and stuff like that, it would be easier. But or, you know, you were playing in a division, then yeah, that would all be natural. But with randoms, you know, no one really plays with microphone, and I don't even have it on. I don't have the like the voice on when I play just solo, because honestly I don't want to listen to people. I think most people are horrible. So if you end up in a battle with me and you are talking to me over the headset, don't be offended if I don't reply. It's simply because I can't hear you, and I'm not going to change that either, because this game here can get frustrating enough. It's you know, I don't want to listen to all that, well, frankly terrible chatter that goes on in these battles here. So that's the way it is. So that just cruiser out there is really annoying, but I've got so much health left that it doesn't really matter, and it looks like someone else is getting at him. Like finally, it took a long time before someone actually shot at him, which was, you know, quite annoying. But I do get my Alaska, and also you know, helping out with the cap here. And unfortunately, the destroyer there, I think he smokes up a little bit too late, or he pops out of his smoke, or whatever it is he's doing. I'm not really sure what goes on there, but okay, well, he actually fires at the Confused. Okay, well, then it's your own fault, because I remember he gets sunk, but I don't really understand why he gets sunk, because he should be safe. But anyway, it doesn't matter. There's only the Confused left, and he's slowly coming around the island here, and I'm just gonna cap first, and then, you know, maybe someone else will shoot him in the meantime, but you get more XP from capping, so I always cap, even if it costs me, you know, a Kraken or whatever it is, because XP is more important if you ask me. So it looks like I'm going to get him. It looks like he is reversing out, and he's got me on sonar, but it doesn't matter. I'm bow on, he's broadside, so pretty obvious who's going to win this one, and that turns out to be me. So that was Yamato here with a legendary mod and an epic mod, and if you do have the steel, I highly suggest you put that on Yamato, because it really makes it different. Here in the last, you know, quarter of the battle, I did 10% more damage than usual, which is huge. So 2 battleships with more than 3000 XP as well, pretty good. So hope you enjoyed it. See you out there.